Welcome to Art of Influence, a guide tailored to help you unlock the potent power of influence in your everyday life. Whether you're a student looking to stand out, a professional aiming to lead, a parent hoping to guide, or just someone wishing to make a meaningful impact on those around you, this book is for you. Why influence matters. Influence isn't just about persuading others to see things from your point of view. It's about building genuine connections, fostering trust, and creating environments where ideas flourish and goals are achieved. In today's fast-paced, hyperconnected world, the ability to influence can set you apart and catapult you toward reaching your highest potential. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand the principles of influence, but also know how to apply them in your personal life, relationships, and professional endeavors. Every chapter is crafted to be straightforward and actionable, ensuring that you can immediately start using these insights to make a positive impact. Let's embark on this exciting journey together and master the art of influence. Your new skills await. Dive in and discover how truly powerful you can become. Chapter 1. Understanding Influence. Welcome to the first chapter of our journey into the world of influence. Influence is not just a buzzword used by marketers or business professionals. It's a fundamental part of our daily lives. Whether we're aware of it or not, we are constantly influencing others and being influenced by them. So let's take a moment to understand what influence really means and why it is so important. What is influence? Influence is the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. It's not about manipulating or coercing someone to do what you want. Instead, influence is about guiding decisions and actions in a way that feels natural and mutually beneficial. Real-life example. Imagine you want to get more vegetables into your diet. You know it's healthier, but it's challenging to make the switch. Then you visit a friend who cooks delicious, vegetable-rich meals. Inspired by their kitchen skills and the tasty dishes, you find yourself more motivated to eat and even enjoy vegetables. Your friend didn't force you to change, but their actions influenced your perspective and behavior in a positive way. Why is influence important? Influence plays a crucial role in all aspects of our lives. From personal relationships to career advancements, our ability to influence and be influenced can shape our experiences and opportunities. Personal relationships. In personal relationships, influence helps us build stronger connections. For instance, when you're able to influence a friend to exercise with you, you're not only helping them but also strengthening your bond through shared activities and goals. Professional life. In the professional world, influence can be the difference between success and mediocrity. Being able to persuade your team to embrace a new project or convince a client of the value in your proposal can propel your career forward. How influence works. Influence is not about throwing your weight around. It's more about understanding human psychology and knowing how to communicate effectively. Here are some basic principles. 1. Perception. How people perceive you significantly affects your ability to influence them. Are you seen as trustworthy and competent? Your image matters. 2. Connection. Building connections with others is essential. People are more likely to be influenced by someone they feel connected to and understand. 3. Reciprocity. This is the idea that people feel obligated to return favors. When you do something kind for someone, they are more likely to help you in return. Everyday influence. Influence is at work every day, often in subtle ways. Think about advertisements that show happy people using a product, making you think you'll be happy too if you use it. Or consider a co-worker who always speaks positively and is well liked by everyone. Their attitude influences the team's morale. Real-life example. During a meeting at work, you might notice that when one of your colleagues speaks confidently about a new idea, others start to support it too. Even if the same idea was mentioned earlier without much impact, the confidence and delivery changed how it was perceived. Building a foundation. The purpose of this book is to help you harness the power of influence ethically and effectively. As we go through each chapter, you'll gain tools and insights that will allow you to become a more influential person in both your personal and professional life. Setting the stage. Now that you understand what influence is and why it's important, you're ready to dive deeper. Our next chapters will explore how to build trust, communicate effectively, and understand the power of empathy and stories. Each chapter is designed to give you practical, easy-to-apply strategies to become more influential, starting with understanding the core principles. Remember, influence is not about overpowering others. It's about subtle, positive nudges that can lead to meaningful changes. So let's embark on this adventure together and unlock the true power of influence in your life. This concludes our introduction to the concept of influence. Stay excited and prepared for the life-changing insights and practical tips that await you in the upcoming chapters. Chapter 2. Building Trust. Trust is the cornerstone of influence. Without trust, your words, actions, and intentions lose their power. While building trust takes time and effort, the rewards are immense: deeper relationships, stronger connections, and greater influence. In this chapter, let's explore how you can cultivate trust through consistency, reliability, and commitment. Consistency, the foundation of trust. Consistency means doing what you say you're going to do, time and time again. It's a pattern of behavior that people can rely on. Example: imagine you have a friend, Alex. If Alex always shows up on time when you plan to meet, returns your calls, and does what they promise, you're likely to trust Alex more. Their consistency makes you feel secure and confident in your relationship. How to build consistency. 1. Set realistic expectations. Don't make promises you can't keep. Be honest about what you can and cannot do. 2. Follow through. If you commit to something, ensure you see it through. Each time you follow through on a promise, your credibility increases. 3. Be organized. Use tools like calendars, reminders, and lists to keep track of your commitments. Organization can help you stay consistent. Reliability. Being dependable. Reliability is about being someone others can count on. It means being there when needed and performing well consistently. Example: consider a colleague, Jamie, who always meets deadlines and delivers quality work. Even in challenging situations, Jamie finds a way to get things done. People would naturally rely on and trust Jamie. How to build reliability. 1. Be present. Be available and attentive when someone needs you. Actively listen and show genuine interest. 2. Meet deadlines. Respect timelines and manage your time effectively. If you foresee a delay, communicate in advance. 3. Maintain quality. Strive for excellence in everything you do. People trust those who consistently deliver good results. Commitment. Showing dedication. Commitment means showing dedication and sticking with something even when it's difficult. It's about investing your time, energy, and resources. Example: picture a community project leader, Robert, who has worked tirelessly for years to help improve the local park. Even when faced with obstacles, Robert didn't give up. Instead, he looked for solutions and involved others in the process. His unwavering commitment built trust with the community members who saw his dedication firsthand. How to build commitment. 1. Be passionate. Show your enthusiasm and dedication to the things you care about. Your passion can inspire trust and respect. 2. Stay persistent. When faced with challenges, look for solutions rather than giving up. Persistence is a key factor in building trust. 3. Show up. Be present not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Showing consistent support and involvement builds strong trust over time. Real-life examples of trust building. 1. Mentorship. John had a mentor, Maria, who consistently checked in, provided guidance, and offered support. Even when John made mistakes, Maria was patient and helped him learn. Over time, John's trust in Maria grew because of her consistency, reliability, and unwavering commitment to his growth. 2. Customer relationships. A small business delivered products on time every time and addressed customer complaints with genuine concern and prompt actions. Customers knew they could rely on the business, leading to repeat patronage and word-of-mouth referrals. The trust built garnered long-term success for the business. Action steps for building trust. 1. Reflect on your actions. Think about times when you were consistent, reliable, or showed commitment. Celebrate these moments and think about how you can incorporate these behaviors more into your daily life. 2. Ask for feedback. Seek feedback from friends, colleagues, or family on how they perceive your reliability and consistency. Use this to improve your trust-building efforts. 3. Make a plan. Write down specific actions you will take to be more reliable, consistent, and committed. Review this periodically to track your progress. Building trust isn't a one-time effort. It's a continuous journey. By being consistent, reliable, and committed, you not only build trust with others, but also cultivate a strong foundation for lasting influence. As you move forward, remember that each action you take can strengthen or weaken the trust others place in you. Choose wisely, because trust is the key to powerful influence. Conclusion. In summary, trust is the foundation of any influential relationship. Whether in personal or professional settings, consistent actions, reliable behavior, and visible commitment are essential. When you prove that you can be counted on, others will naturally gravitate towards you, lending you their ears, hearts, and minds. Remember, building trust is a continuous process, and the small, everyday actions you take can make a significant difference. By focusing on these methods, you'll be well on your way to forming stronger, more trusting connections. Chapter 3. Effective communication. Communication is the bridge that connects souls. It is the tool we use to transfer our thoughts, feelings, and ideas from one person to another. When done effectively, communication can be an astonishingly powerful instrument for influence. This chapter will guide you through the elements of effective communication: active listening, body language, and the art of asking the right questions. The essence of active listening. Imagine trying to hold a conversation with someone who continually interrupts you. Frustrating, right? Active listening is the antidote to such scenarios. It is the practice of fully concentrating on the speaker, understanding their message, responding thoughtfully, and remembering what they said. Why active listening matters. Active listening isn't merely about hearing words. It's about comprehending emotions, thoughts, and intentions. It shows respect and creates a genuine connection. People feel valued when they know you are truly listening. This makes them more open to your ideas and more likely to be influenced by your perspective. Practicing active listening. 1. Eliminate distractions. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and give the speaker your undivided attention. 2. Use non-verbal cues. Nodding your head, maintaining eye contact, and leaning forward slightly can show that you are engaged. 3. Reflect and clarify. Echo what the speaker has said to confirm understanding. Phrases like, "What I'm hearing is," or "It sounds like you're saying," can be very effective. 4. Avoid interrupting. Let the speaker finish their thoughts before you chime in. Hold back your urge to interject with your own stories or solutions. 5. Show empathy. Try to feel what the other person is feeling. Empathy fosters deeper connections and makes your communication stronger. The silent language, body language. Words are powerful, but sometimes our body language speaks louder. Non-verbal cues can complement what we say or contradict it. Understanding and mastering this silent language is a crucial component of effective communication. Reading body language. 1. Facial expressions. The human face can show countless emotions. Recognize the difference between a genuine smile and a forced one. Look for signs of discomfort or excitement. 2. Posture. Notice if the other person is sitting or standing rigidly, which can indicate nervousness or defensiveness, or if they are relaxed, which can denote openness and comfort. 3. Gestures. Hand movements can emphasize points or signal eagerness. On the flip side, crossed arms may imply resistance or discomfort. Using body language to influence. 1. Maintain eye contact. It shows confidence and builds trust. However, be sure to balance eye contact to avoid making the other person uncomfortable. 2. Open stance. Keep your arms uncrossed and your body turned toward the person you are speaking with. This displays openness and honesty. 3. Mirroring. Subtly mirror the other person's body language to create a subconscious sense of rapport and understanding. The art of asking the right questions. Questions are powerful tools. They can open up conversations, reveal hidden feelings, and guide someone toward your point of view. The key lies in the type of questions you ask and how you ask them. Types of questions. 1. Open-ended questions. These questions require more than a yes or no answer and encourage detailed responses. For example, instead of asking, "Did you like the project?" you could ask, "What aspects of the project did you find most engaging?" 2. Closed-ended questions. These are suitable for narrowing down specifics or when you need a clear, direct answer. For example, "Did the meeting start on time?" 3. Probing questions. These encourage the speaker to elaborate on their point and provide deeper insight. For example, "Can you tell me more about why you feel this way?" Principles of effective questioning. 1. Be curious. Questions should stem from genuine curiosity. This makes the conversation flow naturally. 2. Listen actively to responses. Pay attention to the answers you get and ask follow-up questions based on those answers. 3. Be respectful. Avoid leading questions that may seem manipulative. Your goal is to understand the speaker better, not to trap them into a corner. 4. Stay patient. Allow the other person time to think and respond. Good questions often require thoughtful answers. Bringing it all together. Effective communication is the fusion of active listening, expressive body language, and strategic questioning. Let's illustrate this with an example. Scenario: presenting a new idea at work. You have a groundbreaking idea that could change the way your team approaches a project. 1. Listen actively. Before presenting your idea, take time to understand your colleagues' current concerns and opinions. Acknowledge their perspectives and show genuine interest. 2. Use positive body language. As you share your idea, maintain eye contact, use open gestures, and demonstrate enthusiasm through your facial expressions. 3. Ask the right questions. Instead of simply asking if they like your idea, delve deeper. Ask, "What potential benefits do you see from implementing this approach?" Or, "What could be the biggest challenges, and how do you think we can overcome them?" By mastering these elements of effective communication, you can significantly enhance your ability to influence others. Clear and persuasive communication not only convinces, but also builds trust, fosters understanding, and encourages collaboration. Effective communication is indeed the key to successful influence. Chapter 4. Empathy and Understanding. Introduction. Empathy is like a superpower in influencing others. It's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to feel what they feel, and to see the world through their eyes. When you can do this, you connect with people on a deeper level. This connection makes them more open to your influence. In this chapter, we'll explore how empathy and understanding can elevate your ability to positively impact others. What is empathy? Empathy is more than just recognizing someone's emotions. It's about truly experiencing their journey. There are two types of empathy: cognitive empathy and emotional empathy. Cognitive empathy. This involves understanding someone else's perspective. It means knowing how and why they feel the way they do. Emotional empathy. This means feeling what another person feels. If they're happy, you feel their joy. If they're sad, you share in their sorrow. Being empathetic means you're tuned into the emotions and thoughts of others, which helps you respond thoughtfully and appropriately. Why is empathy important? 1. Builds stronger connections. When you show empathy, people feel understood and valued. This deepens trust and connection, vital components of influence. 2. Improves communication. Empathy encourages better listening and understanding. This makes conversations more meaningful and effective. 3. Resolves conflicts. Understanding the emotions behind disagreements helps in resolving them amicably. 4. Enhances persuasion. People are more likely to be open to your ideas if they feel you genuinely understand their concerns and viewpoints. Practicing empathy. Active listening. Listening is the foundation of empathy. Active listening means paying full attention to the speaker, showing that you value their thoughts and feelings. Make eye contact. Nod and show verbal acknowledgements like "I see" or "that makes sense." Don't interrupt. Let the speaker finish their point before responding. Asking open-ended questions. Instead of asking yes/no questions, ask ones that encourage people to share more about themselves. Instead of, "Did you have a good day?" Try, "What was the best part of your day?" This invites them to share more details and emotions, helping you understand their experience better. Reflecting emotions. Sometimes reflecting back what someone has said can show that you understand their feelings. For example, if a friend says, "I'm really stressed about my presentation," you might respond, "It sounds like you're feeling a lot of pressure. Presentations can be really tough." This simple act validates their feelings and shows you're empathetic. Empathy in action, a real-world example. Imagine you've started a new job. One of your colleagues, John, seems distant and uncooperative. Instead of getting frustrated or angry, you decide to approach the situation with empathy. You find out that John was very close to a colleague who recently left the company, and he's struggling with this change. By empathizing with John, you understand his distant behavior is not about you, but about his loss. You start to build a rapport with John, sharing stories related to transitions and offering support. Over time, John opens up, and your working relationship improves. John feels understood, and because you addressed his emotions empathetically, he becomes more cooperative and friendly. Cultivating a habit of empathy. Empathy isn't a switch you turn on or off. It's a habit you cultivate. Here are some tips to make empathy a regular part of your life. 1. Be present. Focus on the current moment and the person you're with. Multitasking during a conversation can hinder your ability to empathize. 2. Practice patience. Sometimes understanding takes time. Be patient and allow emotions to unfold naturally. 3. Be open-minded. Avoid making snap judgments. Allow others to express themselves without filtering through your biases. 4. Reflect. After interactions, reflect on how empathetic you were. Could you have done better? Use these reflections to improve. Empathy in leadership. As a leader, empathy can transform your influence. It encourages open communication, fosters a supportive work environment, and motivates your team. Listening to concerns. When team members voice concerns, listen genuinely. Show them their feelings are important and their input is valued. Acknowledging efforts. Recognize not just successes, but effort and dedication as well. This makes people feel appreciated. Understanding challenges. Show willingness to understand and support your team through personal or professional challenges. Conclusion. Empathy is a powerful tool in the world of influence. It builds trust, deepens relationships, and enhances your ability to persuade effectively. By practicing empathy and striving to understand others' perspectives and emotions, you can significantly increase your positive impact on the lives of those around you. Remember, empathy is about more than just caring. It's about being there, fully tuned into another person's experience. Make empathy your habit and watch as your influence grows in meaningful, positive ways. Chapter 5. The Power of Stories. Stories have always held a special place in human society. From ancient campfires to modern media, storytelling is a timeless skill that transcends culture, age, and time zones. But what is it about stories that make them so persuasive, and how can we harness this power to influence others effectively? The magic of stories. Stories are powerful because they engage our emotions and imaginations. When we hear a well-told story, we don't just understand the information, we feel it. For example, imagine you're listening to someone's personal journey of overcoming adversity. You can almost feel their struggles, their joy, and their breakthroughs as if they were your own. This emotional connection makes the story memorable and impactful. Creating engaging narratives. To create a compelling story, you need a few essential elements: a relatable protagonist, a clear conflict, and a satisfying resolution. Let's dissect these parts with a simple scenario. 1. Relatable protagonist. The protagonist should be someone your audience can identify with. Let's say you're talking about the importance of perseverance. You might choose a character who is trying to learn a new skill, like playing the guitar. This is an experience many people can relate to. 2. Clear conflict. Conflict is what makes the story interesting. It's what keeps your audience engaged. In our example, the protagonist could struggle with finding time to practice, feeling discouraged by slow progress, and facing the daunting task of performing in front of others. 3. Satisfying resolution. The resolution is where your message comes through. How did the protagonist overcome the obstacles? Maybe they discovered the joy of small wins, sought guidance from a mentor, and finally performed a beautiful song at a family gathering, receiving heartfelt applause. By weaving these elements together, you create a narrative that your audience can follow, relate to, and learn from. Why stories work? Engagement. Stories capture interest. Unlike dry data or abstract concepts, narratives draw people in, making them want to know what happens next. Memorability. People tend to remember stories better than facts or figures. A good story can stick in someone's mind for years, continuing to influence their thinking and behavior. Relatability. Stories allow us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. By experiencing emotions and situations vicariously, we can empathize and understand perspectives we wouldn't ordinarily consider. Persuasion. A well-crafted story can subtly convey values, lessons, and arguments without feeling preachy. It shows rather than tells, making the message more palatable and convincing. Examples of effective storytelling. Consider the example of a teacher trying to motivate students to study harder. Instead of simply lecturing them about the importance of good grades, she shares a story. There was once a boy who struggled with his schoolwork. He was easily distracted and found learning boring. One day he discovered a book about his favorite subject, space. It wasn't just any book. It was written like an adventure story. He was hooked. He read it cover to cover and wanted to know more. His grades in science improved dramatically because he was genuinely interested. Eventually, he went on to become an astronaut, traveling to places he once only dreamed about. This story illustrates the potential of finding passion and interest, which can transform one's attitude towards learning. It's far more engaging and motivational than a simple statement about the benefits of good grades. Tips for using stories in persuasion. 1. Know your audience. Tailor your story to the interests and experiences of your audience. A story about overcoming academic challenges might resonate with students, while a tale of entrepreneurial grit could inspire budding business owners. 2. Keep it simple. A great story doesn't need to be long or complex. Focus on clear, vivid details that paint a picture in the listener's mind. 3. Be authentic. Genuine stories are more persuasive. Share real experiences when possible, or create fictional ones that reflect real-life truth. Authenticity builds trust and credibility. 4. Use emotional appeal. Don't shy away from emotions. Joy, fear, surprise, and sadness can all be powerful motivators, guiding your audience to feel what you felt or what you want them to feel. 5. Connect the dots. Make sure your story clearly ties back to the message you want to convey. The lesson or moral should naturally flow from the narrative, providing a light bulb moment for your audience. 6. Practice makes perfect. Like any skill, storytelling improves with practice. Pay attention to feedback and be willing to refine your stories for greater impact. Conclusion. The power of stories lies in their ability to connect with people on a deeper level. By incorporating storytelling into your approach, you can capture attention, convey important messages, and inspire others to action. Remember, everyone has a story to tell, and with the right techniques you can make sure your stories resonate and persuade. So embrace the art of storytelling and watch as your influence grows. Chapter 6. Reciprocity, Give to Get. Welcome to Chapter 6, where we'll discuss the powerful principle of reciprocity. Reciprocity is a social norm that suggests when someone does something for us, we feel a sense of obligation to return the favor. Think about the last time someone did you a small favor. Perhaps a friend helped you move, or a co-worker brought you coffee. Didn't you feel a natural impulse to reciprocate? This sense of obligation can be harnessed to create meaningful and beneficial relationships, both personally and professionally. The foundation of reciprocity. Reciprocity is deeply rooted in human nature. It promotes social bonds and cooperation, which are essential for community building. When you give something, whether it's your time, effort, or resources, you create a sense of indebtedness in others. This isn't about manipulation. It's about fostering an environment where mutual support is the norm. Everyday examples of reciprocity. Let's look at some real-life examples to illustrate how this principle works. Work environment borrowed insights. Imagine you're at work, struggling with a new software that your company recently implemented. Your colleague, who is more familiar with the system, offers to help you out for an hour. Later, you find out that this colleague is organizing a team project and needs volunteers. Remembering their kindness, you feel compelled to lend a hand. This exchange of favors builds a supportive environment and strengthens team cohesion. Friends and family, little gestures. Think about those times you were feeling down, and a friend invited you for coffee, listened to your worries, and offered advice. The next time that friend faces a tough situation, you naturally feel inclined to support them, perhaps by offering advice or simply being there to listen. Small acts of kindness create a cycle of giving and receiving that solidifies friendships. Customer service, free trials. Businesses often use reciprocity to gain new customers and build loyalty. For example, consider a streaming service that offers a 1-month free trial. You try it out and enjoy the convenience and variety they offer. When the trial period ends, you feel a sense of appreciation and are more likely to subscribe. The initial free month is a gift that encourages you to reciprocate through your commitment. How to apply reciprocity effectively. 1. Be genuine and sincere. Authenticity is crucial. People can sense when you're not sincere. Genuine acts of kindness and help are far more effective in fostering reciprocity. 2. Start small. You don't need grand gestures to activate reciprocity. Simple acts like sharing helpful information, offering small favors, or giving thoughtful compliments can initiate this cycle. 3. Consistency matters. Cultivate a habit of giving, and you'll find that reciprocity becomes a natural part of your relationships. When others see you as someone who frequently gives, they'll be more inclined to reciprocate. 4. Follow up. If someone has done you a favor, make sure to acknowledge it and look for opportunities to return it. This reinforces the mutual respect and appreciation in the relationship. The win-win scenario. It's important to highlight that reciprocity isn't about keeping score. It's about creating a win-win scenario for everyone involved. When you help others, not only do you build trust and goodwill, but you also contribute to a positive and supportive environment. This principle, when practiced ethically, can lead to strong, mutually beneficial relationships that enhance both your personal and professional life. By understanding and applying the principle of reciprocity, you can create a ripple effect of kindness and support that extends far beyond your immediate interactions. Remember, the key is to give sincerely, expecting nothing in return. In time, you'll find that what you give comes back to you, often in unexpected and wonderful ways. Conclusion. Reciprocity is a fundamental human principle that can significantly impact our relationships and influence. Whether in a professional setting or within personal circles, the act of giving initiates a cycle of mutual support and kindness. The next time you find an opportunity to help or give, seize it. Your actions will likely inspire others to do the same, creating a network of positive reciprocal relationships that benefit everyone involved. In the next chapter, we will delve into social proof and explore how the behaviors and choices of others can influence our own. Get ready to uncover another fascinating aspect of human interaction and discover how you can use it to your advantage. Chapter 7. Social Proof, the Persuasive Power of People. Introduction to social proof. Imagine walking into a new restaurant. You look around and notice that it's bustling with happy patrons. You overhear people praising the food and the atmosphere. Right away, you feel assured that you've made a great decision. This is social proof at work, a psychological phenomenon where people copy the actions of others in an attempt to reflect correct behavior in a given situation. Social proof is a powerful tool for influencing opinions and behavior. It taps into our natural human desire to fit in and make the right choices. In this chapter, we will explore the concept of social proof, how it affects our decisions, and how you can use this knowledge ethically to sway opinions and behavior in positive ways. The power of social proof. Human beings by nature are social creatures. We thrive in communities and often look to others for guidance, especially in unfamiliar or uncertain situations. Social proof provides a shortcut for making decisions. When we're unsure, seeing others' actions can help us decide what to do. For example, imagine buying a product online. You see that it has thousands of positive reviews. This social proof reassures you that the product is reliable and popular, making you more likely to purchase it. Real-world social proof. Everyday examples. Social proof is everywhere, influencing our daily lives in subtle ways. Let's look at some common scenarios. 1. Restaurant choices. People tend to flock to busy or well-reviewed restaurants. Seeing a line outside or reading glowing reviews encourages others to follow suit. Even if there's a new place you've never heard of, seeing it crowded can be a strong indicator of its quality. 2. Fashion trends. When a celebrity or a popular figure wears a certain style, it quickly becomes a trend. People see widespread adoption of the style as an endorsement of its desirability, prompting many to follow. 3. Social media. Posts and videos that go viral spread like wildfire, influenced by likes, shares, and comments. If you see a video with millions of views, you're more likely to watch it because so many others found it interesting. Leveraging social proof in marketing. Marketers and businesses use social proof effectively to influence consumer behavior. Here's how social proof can be strategically applied. 1. Customer testimonials. Displaying testimonials from satisfied customers boosts credibility and encourages potential clients to trust the product or service. For instance, reading positive feedback on a skincare product's website can convince skeptical buyers to make a purchase. 2. User-generated content. Brands encourage users to share their experiences on social media. Seeing real people using and endorsing a product can be highly convincing. For example, many fitness brands share photos of customers achieving their fitness goals using their products. 3. Case studies. Detailed studies showcasing how a product or service helped solve real problems can serve as powerful endorsements. Potential clients see these success stories and can imagine achieving similar results. 4. Influencer collaborations. Collaborating with influencers who have a loyal following can significantly impact buying decisions. When an influencer endorses a product, their followers who trust their opinions are more likely to try it. Ethical use of social proof. While social proof can be a mighty tool, it's essential to use it responsibly and ethically. Manipulating social proof by creating fake reviews or testimonials can backfire and damage trust. Always strive for authenticity, highlight real experiences, tell genuine stories, and ensure that the social proof you showcase reflects true and ethical practices. Conclusion: harnessing social proof. Social proof is an incredible force that shapes our choices and behaviors. By understanding its influence, you can use it effectively in various aspects of life and business, from making informed personal decisions to crafting powerful marketing strategies. Remember, the goal is to use social proof to build trust, offer genuine value, and create an atmosphere where people feel confident and supported in their decisions. When used ethically, social proof not only influences opinions, but also builds lasting relationships and trust. Harness its power wisely, and you'll find yourself successful in persuading and connecting with others in a meaningful way. Chapter 8. Consistency, keeping your word. Consistency is a powerful principle when it comes to influence. People tend to trust and follow those who are consistent in their words and actions. Why is this so important? Consistency provides a sense of reliability and predictability, making others feel secure in their interactions with us. This chapter will explore the significance of consistency, how it impacts influence, and strategies for maintaining it. The importance of consistency. Imagine you have a friend who always sticks to their promises. If they say they will meet you for coffee at 3 p.m., you can count on them being there on time, every single time. Naturally, you start to trust this friend deeply because their actions are consistent with their words. This is the essence of consistency. Being consistent builds trust, which is the cornerstone of influence. People are more inclined to follow and listen to those they can rely on. When individuals perceive you as someone who keeps their word, they are more likely to heed your advice and seek your guidance. How consistency impacts influence. 1. Builds credibility. Consistency helps establish your credibility. If you are regularly consistent, people will view you as dependable, responsible, and trustworthy. 2. Fosters trust. Trust is critical in any relationship, whether personal or professional. Consistency ensures that people know what to expect from you, which fosters a deeper level of trust. 3. Reinforces personal integrity. Keeping your word shows integrity. It demonstrates that you value your own commitments and that you respect the people around you enough to follow through on what you've said. 4. Facilitates decision-making. When others see that your actions align with your words, they find it easier to make decisions based on your advice or leadership. It reduces ambiguity and builds confidence in the choices they make influenced by you. Strategies for being consistent. Being consistent might seem straightforward, but it often requires conscious effort and commitment. Here are some strategies to help you maintain consistency. 1. Make realistic promises. Overcommitting is a common pitfall. To be consistent, start by making promises you know you can keep. If you're unsure about fulfilling a specific commitment, it is better to say so up front rather than risk breaking your word later. Example: suppose you promise your team to deliver a project report by Friday. However, knowing that you might need more time due to the project's complexity, communicate that you might need until Monday instead. Setting realistic expectations from the beginning helps maintain your credibility. 2. Create a system. Having a structured system helps in maintaining consistency. Whether it's using a planner, setting reminders, or creating checklists, finding a method that works for you can ensure you follow through on your commitments. Example: if you struggle with remembering your commitments, writing them down in a planner or using a to-do list app can help you keep track. Setting reminders can ensure that you don't miss deadlines or appointments. 3. Prioritize commitments. Not all commitments are of equal importance. Prioritize your tasks and focus on those that are most significant first. This way, you ensure that the critical promises are kept, even if you face unexpected challenges. Example: if you have promised both your employer and a friend to assist with separate tasks, but your work task has a pressing deadline, prioritize helping your employer first. By managing your tasks and their importance effectively, you can maintain consistency. 4. Be transparent. Life happens, and sometimes despite your best efforts, you may not be able to keep a commitment. In such cases, it's crucial to communicate openly and honestly about the situation. Example: if you're unable to attend a meeting you promised to, inform the involved parties as soon as possible and provide a valid reason. Offer an alternative solution if possible, such as rescheduling the meeting. 5. Reflect and adjust. Regularly reflect on your commitments and your ability to stick to them. If you find that you are consistently falling short, it may be time to adjust your approach. This could mean taking on fewer commitments or finding better ways to manage your time. Example: at the end of each week, evaluate how well you kept your promises. Identify areas where you can improve and make the necessary adjustments. This ongoing process ensures that you remain consistent and reliable. The ripple effect of consistency. When you successfully implement consistency in your life, you'll start to notice a positive ripple effect. Improved relationships. People will naturally gravitate towards you, trusting in your reliability. Enhanced reputation. Your reputation for always keeping your word will precede you, opening more opportunities. Increased influence. As people trust you more, your ability to influence them positively will grow. Conclusion. Consistency is more than just a habit. It's a vital characteristic of an influential person. By keeping your word, you build trust, establish credibility, and positively impact those around you. Applying the strategies outlined in this chapter can help you become more consistent and, as a result, more influential. Remember that every small action contributes to the bigger picture. Keeping your word might seem like a minor effort today, but will have significant payoffs in the long run. Chapter 9. Authority establishing credibility. Authority is an essential component of effective influence. When people perceive you as an authority or an expert, they are more likely to listen to what you have to say and to follow your recommendations. In this chapter, we will explore how you can build and communicate your credibility and expertise in ways that naturally induce others to follow your lead. Understanding authority. Authority often stems from knowledge, experience, or a specific position that gives a person credibility. Think about a doctor giving health advice, a teacher instructing students, or a mechanic fixing a car. We trust these individuals because they have the proper training and experience that qualify them as experts in their respective fields. Example: imagine you are at a conference and there are two speakers. One speaker is a leading researcher with years of experience in the industry, while the other is a newbie with no substantial background or achievements. Whose words would carry more weight for you? Most likely you would be more inclined to trust the experienced researcher because of their established authority. Steps to establish authority. 1. Gain knowledge and expertise. The first step to building authority is to become knowledgeable and skilled in your field. This involves continuous learning, attending workshops and seminars, reading extensively, and staying updated with the latest trends and developments. Example: consider a financial advisor who continuously updates their knowledge by taking courses, obtaining certifications, and staying informed about market trends. Clients will naturally trust their advice more compared to someone who does not go the extra mile to improve and update their knowledge. 2. Share your qualifications. Once you have acquired the necessary knowledge and skills, it is important to let people know about your qualifications and experiences. Use your credentials to build credibility, but do so humbly without coming off as boastful. Example: if you are a speaker at an event, you might start your talk by briefly introducing your background. I have been in this industry for over 15 years and have had the privilege of working with some of the top companies in the sector. This sets the tone and establishes your authority from the outset. 3. Demonstrate your expertise. Actions speak louder than words. Showcase your expertise through your work. Write articles, give talks, create content, and engage with your audience. Let your actions convince people of your authority. For example, start a blog where you provide valuable insights and tips related to your field. As your blog gains followers and your advice proves useful, your authority and credibility will naturally increase. 4. Be consistent. Consistency is key to maintaining authority. People trust individuals who are reliable and can be counted on to provide consistent, accurate, and valuable information or services. Example: regard a CEO who consistently shares insightful business strategies at quarterly town hall meetings. Over time, employees will value and respect the CEO's opinions and leadership due to this consistent communication and demonstration of expertise. 5. Seek testimonials and endorsements. Positive feedback from others can significantly boost your credibility. Testimonials and endorsements from respected individuals or satisfied clients can serve as powerful proof of your authority. Example: imagine a fitness coach who has numerous testimonials from clients showing how their guidance helped them achieve their fitness goals. Potential clients are more likely to trust and hire this coach because of these endorsements. Communicating your authority. 1. Be confident but humble. When you project confidence in your knowledge and expertise, people are more likely to trust you. However, this confidence should be accompanied by humility. Example: if someone asks a question during your presentation and you do not know the answer, it is better to say, "That's an excellent question, and I will need to do some research to give you a well-informed response," rather than bluffing an answer. This honesty reinforces your credibility. 2. Use clear and simple language. Communication is key in establishing authority. Use clear, simple, and jargon-free language that your audience can easily understand. Example: a tech expert explaining a complex concept to a general audience should avoid technical terms and instead use simple analogies and language to make the topic accessible. 3. Be accessible and approachable. Being an authority does not mean being distant or unapproachable. Encourage questions, provide easy ways for people to connect with you, and be generous with your time and knowledge. Example: consider a professor who holds regular office hours and encourages students to drop by with questions. Students respect the professor not just for their expertise, but also for their willingness to share and help. Summary: establishing authority is a gradual process that requires continuous effort, learning, and communication. By gaining knowledge, sharing your qualifications, demonstrating your expertise, being consistent, and seeking testimonials, you can build a solid foundation of authority. Remember to communicate your authority with confidence and humility, using clear and simple language and maintaining an approachable demeanor. With these steps, you will naturally induce others to follow your lead, enhancing your ability to influence effectively and ethically. Chapter 10. Scarcity Creating Urgency. Scarcity is a powerful tool in the realm of influence. When something is perceived to be limited or in short supply, it becomes significantly more desirable. This chapter will delve into the psychological mechanisms behind scarcity and provide practical examples on how to use this concept ethically to influence decisions. The psychology of scarcity. Scarcity taps into one of our fundamental human instincts, the fear of missing out, or FOMO. When we believe that an opportunity, resource, or object is scarce, we are more likely to value it higher and act quickly to obtain it. This is deeply rooted in our survival instincts, an evolutionary response where missing out on a limited resource could mean life or death. One of the most intriguing aspects of scarcity is that it doesn't always have to be real to be effective. Perceived scarcity can create the same urgency and desirability as actual scarcity. However, it's crucial to use this understanding ethically. Real-life example. Let's consider a common scenario: ticket sales for a concert. The event organizer might say, only 50 tickets left. Even if there are more tickets available, the announcement creates a sense of urgency. People who might have been on the fence about attending are suddenly motivated to act quickly before the opportunity disappears. Techniques for creating urgency. 1. Limited time offers. One of the simplest ways to use scarcity is through limited time offers. For example, a store could offer a significant discount that ends at midnight. Conveying a definitive end time can push people to make decisions on the spot rather than delaying and potentially forgetting. Example: get 20% off your purchase, but hurry, this offer ends at midnight. 2. Limited quantity. Another approach is to highlight the limited quantity of a product or service available. This makes people feel they need to act quickly because they might not get another chance. Example: an online retailer might show only 3 items left in stock. Order now. Accompanying it with a visual countdown can amplify the urgency. 3. Exclusive access. Creating exclusivity also fuels a sense of scarcity. If something is available for a selective group of individuals, it tends to be more desirable. Example: join our VIP list and gain early access to our limited edition product launch before it's available to the public. 4. Time-sensitive information. Releasing information that is only available for a short period can induce a sense of scarcity. This technique is particularly effective in content marketing. Example: register now for our webinar. The exclusive strategies shared will only be available during this live event and will not be recorded. Ethical use of scarcity. While scarcity is a powerful motivator, it's essential to use it responsibly. Misleading people with false claims of limited stock or deadlines can lead to distrust and damage your credibility. Transparency. Always be upfront about the details of your scarcity claims. If you say there are only 50 tickets left, genuinely make sure it aligns with the facts. Misrepresentation can ruin your reputation. Fairness. Ensure that your use of scarcity does not unfairly pressure people into making decisions against their best interests. Scarcity should encourage people to make timely decisions, not manipulate them into choices they'll regret. Conclusion. Scarcity, when used correctly, can be a strong motivator and a valuable tool in influencing decisions. By understanding the psychological appeal of limited resources and applying techniques like limited time offers, limited quantity, exclusive access, and time-sensitive information, you can create legitimate urgency. Always remember to apply these tactics ethically to maintain trust and integrity in your relationships and communications. In the next chapter, we'll explore how building strong, genuine relationships forms the cornerstone of effective influence. Understand that influence is not just about tactics, but also about creating lasting connections based on mutual respect and trust. Let's dive into how you can foster meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. Chapter 11. Building relationships. The foundation of influence. Influence often springs from the well of strong relationships. When people trust and believe in you, they're more likely to follow your lead and be persuaded by your ideas. Building relationships is not about manipulation, but about genuine connection, loyalty, and trust that blossoms over time. Why relationships matter. Imagine you have a co-worker named Jack. You've worked together for years, but have never gotten to know each other beyond the surface. When Jack needs support for a new project idea, it becomes difficult for him to gain your full support. There's no foundation of trust or loyalty to build upon. Now imagine another scenario. You've spent time getting to know Jack. You understand his work ethic, his personal values, and his vision. When Jack approaches you with an idea, you're more likely to listen, offer support, and collaborate. You've established a bond that makes influence seamless and organic. This is the power of building relationships. They open doors, create collaborations, and foster a sense of mutual respect and trust. Strategies for building strong relationships. 1. Show genuine interest. People can sense when you're sincerely interested in them. Ask questions, listen actively, and remember the details. The next time you meet, bring up something they've mentioned before. This shows that you care and are genuinely invested in knowing them. Example: if a colleague mentions they're training for a marathon, follow up later to ask how their training is going. This small action can significantly strengthen your bond. 2. Be consistent. Consistency breeds trust. Keep your promises and show up when you say you will. By being reliable, you demonstrate that you're dependable and trustworthy. Example: if you commit to helping someone with a project, follow through. Consistency in your actions will establish a solid foundation of trust. 3. Communicate openly. Clear, honest communication is the bedrock of any relationship. Share your thoughts, listen to others, and be open to feedback. Misunderstandings often stem from poor communication, so aim for clarity and openness in all your interactions. 4. Show empathy. Understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy bridges gaps and connects people on an emotional level. When someone feels understood, they feel valued, and this strengthens your relationship. Example: if a friend is going through a tough time, offer a listening ear without trying to immediately solve their problems. Sometimes just being there is enough. 5. Offer support. Be there for others, especially in times of need. Offer your support, whether it's through lending a hand, giving advice, or simply being present. Knowing someone has their back can significantly deepen a relationship. 6. Celebrate successes. Celebrate the achievements of others. When people feel that their successes are appreciated, they feel more connected and valued. Example: if a teammate achieves a significant milestone, celebrate it with a congratulatory note or a small celebration. Recognition fosters stronger bonds. 7. Practice gratitude. Regularly express your gratitude and appreciation for others. Simple acts of thankfulness can significantly strengthen relationships. Example: a handwritten thank you note or a sincere verbal appreciation can make someone's day and deepen your connection. 8. Invest time. Relationships need time to grow. Invest time in getting to know people, understanding their perspectives, and engaging in activities together. Shared experiences build stronger connections. Example: schedule regular check-ins or casual get-togethers. These moments, while simple, can significantly solidify your relationships. The long-term impact of strong relationships. Building relationships is not just about immediate gains, but about long-term connections that stand the test of time. These relationships create a network of trust, loyalty, and mutual respect that can be invaluable in both personal and professional spheres. When you invest in relationships, you build a reservoir of goodwill. When the time comes, this reservoir will provide natural influence. People are more likely to advocate for you, support your ideas, and collaborate willingly when they feel a genuine connection with you. Conclusion: in the journey of life, relationships form the cornerstone of influence. By taking the time to build genuine, strong relationships, you foster a network of trust and loyalty. Remember, influence is not about wielding power over others, but about creating meaningful connections that inspire and elevate everyone involved. In nurturing these connections, you create a foundation upon which true influence is built. Chapter 12. Ethical Influence, Persuasion with Integrity. Welcome to the final chapter of our journey in understanding influence. By now you've learned various techniques that can make you more persuasive and efficient in everyday interactions. However, with great power comes great responsibility. It's vital to use your newfound skills in a way that is ethical and respects others. In this chapter, we will focus on how to use influence with integrity, ensuring that your actions are honest and beneficial to everyone involved. Ethical influence not only builds trust but also secures long-term respect and success. The foundation of ethical influence. Ethical influence is built on three key pillars: honesty, respect, and mutual benefit. When you're honest, you ensure that your intentions and actions are transparent. Respect means valuing the opinions and feelings of others, and mutual benefit ensures that both parties gain something positive from the interaction. Honesty. Being honest means providing clear and truthful information. Don't manipulate the facts or hide critical details just to achieve your goals. For example, if you're trying to persuade a friend to try a new restaurant, don't exaggerate your claims about how amazing it is. Instead, share your genuine experiences. Respect. Be transparent. Transparency fosters trust. Always be upfront about your intentions and avoid using hidden agendas. For example, if you're asking someone to support a project, be clear about why it's important and how it will impact them and the community. Avoid manipulation. Manipulation involves deceit or unfair tactics to get what you want. Ethical influence means steering clear of such practices. For instance, using people's fears against them to make a sale might yield short-term success, but will damage your reputation in the long run. Seek win-win solutions. Look for solutions that satisfy everyone. Rather than imposing your will, strive to find a balance where all parties feel their needs are met. Suppose you're negotiating a raise at work. Instead of demanding a fixed amount, approach it as a discussion on how you can add more value to the company while being fairly compensated. Building long-term respect and success. Ethical influence builds a foundation of respect that endures over time. People will remember and trust you for your consistency and integrity. This respect translates into long-term relationships and opportunities. Consistency and follow-through. Consistency means your words and actions are aligned. If you promise something, make sure you deliver. Follow-through builds a reputation of reliability. For example, if you commit to helping a colleague with a task, ensure you set aside the time to assist them as promised. Regularly reassess your approach. Ethical influence is ongoing. Regularly reassess your tactics and check if they align with your core values. Ask for feedback and be open to change. If you realize that one of your strategies may be unfair or harmful, have the courage to modify it. Educate and empower others. Share your knowledge of ethical influence with others. Encourage them to adopt similar standards. When you lead by example, you not only shape your immediate environment, but also make a broader impact. Conclusion. Using influence ethically ensures that your actions are not only effective, but also respected. By being honest, respectful, and aiming for mutual benefits, you create win-win situations that foster trust and long-lasting relationships. Your consistent and transparent approach will make you a dependable person others willingly follow. Remember, the true power of influence lies in its ethical application. By adhering to these guidelines, you will not only achieve your goals, but also leave a positive, lasting impact on those around you. Influence with integrity, and your success will be both fulfilling and sustainable. We've reached the end of our journey through today's audiobook. I hope you found it as inspiring and enlightening as I have in sharing it with you. Thank you for choosing to be a part of this beautiful journey with us. Your eagerness to grow, learn, and spread positivity is what fuels our mission to make this world a better place to live. Together, we are creating ripples of change that reach far beyond our immediate circles. Share your top learnings from this audiobook and tell us what new habits or actions you're going to implement in your life. When you openly declare these new intentions, you create a sense of accountability that is vital for achieving your goals. Remember, we're all in this together, and your story can inspire someone else to take that crucial first step towards their own transformation. So let's keep the energy flowing, keep supporting each other, and let's make this world a brighter, more positive place. Stay motivated, stay mystic, and until next time, take care.